90s Diner, next stop. When you got
Go ahead and say hello, my friend. You're just...
Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason Ack.
I forgot to give you the cue. Oh shit! I'm Kevin Graham. Should we start over?
No, just.
Are you sure you don't want to start over?
Producer Graham.
I feel like we should start over. Listen, okay. We had another mishap again this week.
Yeah, you don't say.
Do you just want to get into it?
You know what? Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason Axe.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. I meant like talk about the mishap. You're there, I'm here.
Well, we had to do the intro.
Okay, hang on. Wait. Let's just start over completely. Hang on. Don't talk.
Tricks! Get your tricks!
Tricks?
A fruit-alicious part of this complete breakfast!
bursting with the sweet, fruity taste.
You can see! Grapey purple, lime green! I gotta tackle those tricks!
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason Axe.
Oh, wait. I wasn't muted that time. Wait. Hang on. No. So how are you?
What the? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, things have gone downhill. This show used to mean something. There used to be a quality that our audience would expect from us.
Oh.
That they have not been getting lately. And,
okay.
And for my part of it, I apologize.
I apologize for nothing. So how are you?
I'm great, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we haven't talked in a week.
We have not talked.
We have not. It's been a week.
We don't communicate.
We don't. Yeah.
There's not much texting.
No.
Things of that nature. So
right.
We kind of use this show a little bit to keep in touch.
Yeah.
To kind of
circle back, regroup, talk about our week.
Yeah. So I had a hell of a week. How about you?
Yeah. Some stuff happened. Are we still not going to talk about where you are and where I am?
Where the hell are you?
So okay. We thought that with it now being October and with it being the fall season, and with it's only October 2nd, and it's yesterday was the kickoff of Halloween.
Yes.
The 31 days of Halloween. Ooh.
Shit got spooky, man.
Shit got spooky. And you had made and you had made I know what okay. You had made the suggestion.
Yeah, you okay there?
Yeah.
You're stroking out?
We'll talk later. I'll explain some things to you.
Okay.
You had made the suggestion of, hey, with it now being the kickoff of Halloween, we should go to a haunted house.
Yes.
And you were,
yes, exactly.
And then you said, which
is where I am.
You are, and you said we should meet at one of the most haunted houses in America.
Yes.
And then you went to where you are. Me, I don't know if you can see behind me. I can kind of duck out of the way. But
you're at Don's.
I went over to Donnie's.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the most haunted houses in America. I don't think anybody's home, and it's weird. And it's weird because like I was able to just walk in. Like
no shit,
no,
really?
like I'm on the lawn. I got access to the Wi-Fi.
What's the password?
Pussy grabber. But it's it was just super simple. You'd think that they would be more secure, but apparently not. So,
well, half the country's on strike.
Okay, wait, there's an hey, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. There is an emergency. We are almost out of Tito's at home, back in Austin. So, Tito's. We need some. Please send help. We need vodka.
Should we make nachos or something?
No, vodka.
What?
Tito's.
That's a chip.
Tito's. Not Doritos or Tostitos. Tito's. It's vodka.
Why you got a ball on your face?
It's my microphone. It's the only one I could find. Oddly enough, there's not a lot of great equipment back here too. I mean, a lot of hidden cameras, which is great. Like I was actually able to pull a camera that was hiding in the bathroom. So I don't know.
Anyway,
they're into some weird shit here. So we wanted to do like a tour of a haunted house. That with us being in different locations, it doesn't really make sense. So we'll maybe try to do that.
I had the goddamn EMF detectors.
You got the EMF detectors. You got
the fucking the light gimmick with the thing and some voice recorders.
The light gimmick with the thing.
Yeah.
What's the light gimmick with the thing?
The laser pointer with the grid and the thing, and you put it on, and then you can see shadows moving through.
I mean, I'm not going to dispute you because, I feel like that's legit.
Yeah, no, I'm pro ghost hunter, bro.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's my night job.
Yeah. I think these guys are pro ghost hunters, too, because there's just, like, a lot of ghost costumes, like hanging out in all the closets. It's weird, because normally, like, the ghost costumes are, like, kind of, like, round and spooky. This is like a two-piece with like a pointy.
Oh right, yeah. Wizard ghosts.
Yeah. I think they're like wizard ghosts. I think that's gonna be the theme this year for Halloween.
Oh okay.
Wizard
that's
ghosts.
That's gonna be the hot costume.
The hot costume. God, I hope
not.
So sometimes the joke can just kind of go one step beyond.
Yeah, a little bit.
But anyways,
so it is the spooky season.
The spookiest time of the year.
The spookiest time of the year.
Yeah.
We're trying to get in the spirit a little bit. I saw that the your Walmarts and your Targets, they've already got the candy bundles out. They've got the costume section and decorations and blow ups and the whole goddamn 9 yards. Ready to go spend your money. But let me tell you something, sir. I experienced something this week.
Yeah?
That may, in fact, be the spookiest of all things you can do come this Halloween season.
Oh, I need to know.
The spookiest thing you can do this holiday season, ladies and gentlemen, is let your 8-year-old daughter have a slumber party.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't have an 8-year-old daughter, at least not that I know of. So I mean, who knows? Maybe there's still a trick out there for me. Wait.
Oh wait.
Oh wait. Backpedaling. Bring it back. Tell your story. Go ahead. Boy, I'm really in a hole this week, aren't I? I'm just like
a shovel?
I think. I mean, I'm sure they've got shovels somewhere. There's,
Oh yeah, I mean they're burying bodies.
They're burying bodies left and right. You should see the skeletons they just have crawling out of the ground.
Anyway, so my daughter was turning 8 in the end of September, so we decided, being a more budget-friendly option for her to celebrate the birthday, would be to have a slumber party. Let her invite a certain number of friends over. And then, they can just hang out. And
that was always a good birthday party option as a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
And your parents loved it because they didn't have to buy anything.
They didn't really have to. I mean, you gotta buy a couple things,
I mean, a couple, but nothing that's
snacks.
Nothing. I mean, you're not paying like $200 a person to go bowl at the bowling alley.
Oh fuck no! Yeah.
So it's a more budget friendly option.
Yeah,
so we did
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
So she got to invite, I believe, 6 girls ended up showing up.
Oh.
So 6 girls, my daughter, my son, the wife, and me. And we had set up so that when the kids get there, the wife had already pre-made all this dough, and they could make their own pizzas. And so that's what they were doing. They're making their own pizzas.
Smart.
Until you realize that you can only cook 2 at a time. And they take 20 minutes to cook.
Okay.
So not the best planning on that part. And then when they're finally done, you cut them up. Oh yeah, it was
eight girls, including your daughter.
My daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
So so you cut them up and then you give them to them, and then they're so excited to be there. They take 2 bites and then they run off, and then they're doing something else.
And then it's just like
yeah. So it's like a big you're just like everyone's like, I'm hungry, and like it's coming, and I'm like I'm hungry. Just wait.
Just
and then you're like zip zip zip, cut it up. Here you go. Let's go dance. Like fuck.
See, like the meal was always my favorite part of the birthday party.
Oh, of course,
yeah,
right?
Because I was hypoglycemic.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. You were saying earlier.
Like I was saying earlier. That's what I was told. Yeah.
Led to believe.
Led to believe a lot of things.
So we did that. So we did the pizza thing, and then in between the pizzas, they're playing Just Dance on the Wii U, and dancing to Cotton Eye Joe 55 times in a row, and just the sawdust in the basement from the floors just being jumped on. It's like I could swim in it. But so they're doing that, and then my son comes over, and he's got something in his hand. And he's 3, so like if he's got something in his hand, you look.
It's likely
90% he's gonna put it in his mouth, right? And so
he's gonna try to eat it.
Yeah, he's gonna try to eat it. So I look, and it looks like from far away, it looks like a rock.
Oh,
like a speckled rock, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I go over and I look, and the closer I get, I see more of these on the floor. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, first of all, where was he? Number one.
In the living room.
He was just in the living room, but like, where did he come from? Where was he prior to the living room?
No, he was like, I was in the kitchen, so he was coming from the living room to the kitchen. Okay, so I'm walking from the kitchen towards the living room.
Okay.
And I start seeing these things everywhere, and he hands it to me, and I look at it, and I'm like, this is a roasted almond.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? And I look on the floor, and there's roasted almonds and cashews everywhere.
Okay, all right, like that's a good party treat.
And I'm like, what the nut? What
did
is happening?
Did you not put those out?
No, that was not. And I go, and there's a trail like goddamn Hansel and Gretel. Going to where all the girls had like stacked their sleeping bags.
One of the kids was like, they're only giving us pizza. I think we need to make a trail back home. They might try to eat us.
This one girl literally walked to the door with a sleeping bag under her arm and a backpack over her shoulder. In the backpack was assorted nuts and nothing else.
Please tell me they were just loose.
Oh yeah, no, just loose, not packaged. She just was like, I'm going to sleepover. I need a nut mix. I need to bring that.
So
fuck to change clothes.
So you got this kid. Like, I'm not a parent.
Clearly.
But, whoa, hey now. But, like, is that a situation where the parent of that child is just like, pack what you want and let's go, okay? Or are they like, here's a bag of roasted nuts in case you get hungry?
I'm pretty sure it's more of a case of just telling her to go pack what she needs. And
you know what? As
trusting her that she gets it done.
As survival skills go for an 8-year-old. That's I mean, you gotta pack light, pack food, that's pretty much just protein that'll keep you going all throughout the day, and then hey, you got a sleeping bag for the nighttime. What more do you really need when you go to a sleepover? I mean,
nothing else. So that happens, and then we do like the cake and ice cream gimmick,
right?
And the only thing my daughter wanted to do during this slumber party was make friendship bracelets.
Okay.
She wanted to make friendship bracelets. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. And my wife is like...
That's kind of sad.
That I don't know how to do that? Oh, because I don't have any friends? Is that the gimmick?
I mean, have you ever made a friendship bracelet?
No.
Oh. I'll make one for you.
Oh, thanks, pal.
You're welcome.
If I ever see you again.
I mean, I'm stuck here.
So I didn't know how to do it. So I'm like, they sell kits.
Oh,
like
okay.
you can just go buy a kit,
Right.
and like it comes with a like a little machine that twists it for you.
Yep.
And you basically like load up the string and you fucking twirl it and it makes a bracelet.
Right.
So we bought one ahead of time. We were like, we'll buy you this kit. You guys will make your bracelets. You'll watch a movie. You go to bed. It'll be great. You wake up. Everybody goes
home.
So we bought the thing, and we can't figure it out for
really?
anything. Like every time we try it, like the strings just unravel as soon as you take it off, and like they're crisscrossing, jamming up the machine, and it's just like, what do I have to do? Like, come on.
Like, isn't it one of those things where like you kind of like tie it to some part on the table, and then you just like do the cross loop and all that, and then you tie it together at the end?
Well, I mean, that's the idea in theory, but this was a motorized version to do it for you. So it was toy motorized, but batteryized version.
A battery operated?
Yeah, it's a battery operated toy machine.
Right.
So finally, I'm not gonna let this thing beat me. Okay.
Sure. Fuck no.
Because at this point, I've spent 3 hours making pizzas that nobody ate. There's nuts all over my goddamn living room. The kids have destroyed my floor dancing to Cotton Eye Joe.
Right.
So I've got nothing left. So I've lost complete control of my life. And so I'm like, at the very fucking least, I'm not letting this, $10.99 piece of toy machinery beat me.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Okay.
So at like 11 o'clock, I figure it out.
At what point? At what point did the girls just give up on you?
Oh, pretty quick. Pretty quick.
Just like as quick as the pizza.
Oh yeah.
Just like one bite, and they were like, you know what? It doesn't matter.
Kids these days, and we'll get to kids these days in a second. But,
okay.
So I finally figure it out. So like one at a time, I've got to do these girls' bracelets, and of course there's 8 girls. So I finish at like midnight of like everybody finally getting their friendship bracelet. But the scariest part of the whole thing, if we're gonna be spooky, was these girls, because you come to realize that life is weird now. Like,
wait, for who?
For someone like me, like life is weird because all night, all I kept hearing was, "Oh, you got to download that app," and "Oh, we should post this on TikTok." Or
they have TikTok.
They have TikTok. The girls have TikTok. I don't understand.
We have a TikTok.
I can't wait.
We should start posting on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm gonna put this up on Instagram, and like I know my daughter doesn't have a phone. Like,
good, smart.
That shit ain't happening under my watch.
Yeah.
But like all these girls, like, we had to do it like before bed. We're like, okay, all devices on the table.
On the table.
Because otherwise, you girls will never go to bed.
No.
And that was part of the deal. And of course, like they snuck up and went and got their.
So you got So you should have put it in like a box and then like
in a locked box.
In a lock box, yeah.
Yeah. So we finally settle everybody down. They watch a movie. Me and the wife are exhausted. We go to lay in bed, and all of a sudden we just hear thump, 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 and we're like, God damn it! And so we get up and we go out there, and the goddamn kids are playing leapfrog in the living room. And I'm like, it is almost 1:30 in the morning. Almost 1:30 in the morning. Can we not do the goddamn leapfrog?
Right.
So they finally settled down right around 2:30.
Right.
And then they were getting we said, get them the hell out of here by 8:30 in the morning.
Come get your kid.
Come get your kids. So like after that, so that was just listen, here, I truly believe that you cannot be a fully informed person without experience an 8-year-old sleepover as an adult. Because you just don't know what it's like to lose everything.
I feel like, yeah, that is probably a jarring moment for you, to be like, just watching everything around you basically crumble at the pure enjoyment of all that you've worked for. The house, the pizza, the bracelet machine.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
But it's, yeah. Where was your son in all of this?
Oh, just in the mix of everything. Like
Just
like
just there.
Dancing to Cotton Eye Joe, the throwing nuts. Like he actually ate probably more of his pizza than anybody else.
Oh, good for him.
But like,
yeah, that's a trooper.
Yeah, like, he was bugging everybody, just being a boy.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that's some scary stuff right there.
So I can I don't have a thing that can really top that.
No.
No, not really. I think it's can't really top that as far as spooky things go. We did have an issue though.
Oh.
Almost at what the kickoff of the fall season was.
Really?
So you had actually, it was funny because you had asked me prior to us going live here, now that I'm in Texas,
right.
and it's fall, how is the fall? Like, what does it feel like fall?
Yeah.
Down
Are things
in Texas.
falling?
Not really. No, it doesn't really feel like fall. Because usually in, Syracuse, the moment it becomes September, it's like gray skies and it's just clammy. It's like clammy for like the next 2 months, and then it's
we already had a low of like 62.
Yeah, that's and
one day's high was 62.
High of 62. See, we've been having days where it's like a nice cool 85.
Fuck off.
To like 88. So it's like nice and cool in that range. So we did have an issue though.
Oh.
And like I said, it was right around the kickoff of the fall season. So I have been down here for now just over a month.
Right.
Apparently, I just break everything. That's.
I mean, this show is all the proof you need.
The moment. I didn't even consider that until just now. But like, I feel like because Christy and I sort of had like a month or two gap in between, like when she moved down and then when I moved down.
Yes.
And I feel like when we got her moved in and she had her time down here, she didn't have like a lot of the stuff yet, but it was, I would imagine it was peaceful. It was calming. She was able to kind of do things at her own speed. She went out, she bought all new like kitchenware and stuff. Then I moved in. And just proceeded to, not like completely unintentionally, just fuck everything up. Oh my God. And then like things started happening at the apartment. So like it started with stuff like, I'm cooking dinner and somehow I stain all of the spatulas.
Oh,
just like something like that. And I'm like, how the fuck? And then like as I'm looking it out, wow, Kevin is always traveling to location. Yes, we're at
haunted houses.
We're at haunted houses. I don't know, we got our wires crossed and miscommunicated.
Again.
So, but yeah, like it started with like small things, like I stained all of the spatulas in the kitchen, and then I stained all of the pans, and then.
Why are you getting shitty cookware?
No, it was all nice cookware. I just apparently cook with a lot of grease. And then so it started with stuff like that, and then there would be issues like with the apartment itself, like our garage door wouldn't close. And this is the one that you go through to get into the building, basically.
Oh.
So, like, the leasing office was like, if, please proceed with caution. Don't leave stuff in your car. Which, that's actually kind of a funny thing to note, is a lot of the places you go, down in Austin, at least, they all have signs, like, out in the parking lot saying, be sure to lock up your belongings and don't leave them out in the open.
Well, that's
So it's
because most people down there have guns in their car, so
yeah, and I'm also pretty sure that like most people are like breaking into cars whenever they can, because we've already had like people breaking into cars in the parking garage where we live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was one of the things that happened like shortly after I was here, I think. And then like there was an issue with one of the entry doors, like it wouldn't open. And then like our fire alarm was just randomly going off. And then
There wasn't carbon monoxide.
it was not carbon monoxide. No, it was actually just like a trip in the system. But then like something actually happened with our physical apartment. Like for the last couple of weeks, we've been noticing it getting warmer throughout the apartment. You know, and we've got one of those fancy Google Nest systems.
Yes.
Because like that came pre-installed.
Do it with your phone and whatnot.
You can do it with your phone and whatnot. And I have done it from my bed. You know, just putting that out there.
It's a good place to do it.
It's a good place to do it. I've also done it from the kitchen island, which is like 5 feet from the thermostat.
Oh man. Wow.
Spies on me. No, I'm not spying on you. Not at all. So like for the past couple of weeks, it was like getting warmer, and we are like, it's got to be something with the Nest. So like I'm resetting it, like settings and playing around with stuff, and I'm watching tutorials online, and like we had a couple of days where it actually like went below 70, because the issue was we would set it at like 70 at night, and then schedule it for like the time we wake up to kick back to like 75. Something like that.
Oh, okay. So like super cool in the night.
Yeah, super cool at night.
Nice and cozy
and
under
warm.
the blankets.
Yeah. You know.
I hear you.
And but what it was doing was it was jumping up over to 80, and then just taking hours to crank back down.
Oh.
And we thought one of the issues might have been because we cook a lot. That maybe, and because it's just an open apartment, that maybe the kitchen's just kicking out so much heat that it's just like kind of hanging throughout the apartment.
All that grease.
All that grease. What are you gonna do? It just creates so much.
Starting
heat.
Grease fires every night.
Yeah, I mean it's the only way I can get heat. You know.
It's fair.
So we thought that might have been an issue, but like a couple weeks go by, and like because I work out of my apartment, I was just like sitting there one morning. And I was like, all right, what the fuck? Well, like, what's the temperature set at? I go over, I look at it. It's still over 80. I'm like, it's been over 80 for 3 hours now. And I'm like, I'm putting in a service request. Put in the service request. Guy comes by, and he's like, all right, so, like, what do you got your Nest set at? And I told him, and he was like, what? Because, like, where he was going was, like, this is obviously your fault kind of thing.
Right.
So he was like, because a lot of people with it being a Nest, they don't know how to program it, or they have it on the wrong settings. Because I guess with a Nest, it learns behavior, which is like okay. Can we just like take a step back? It's a thermostat. I don't need my thermostat to have artificial intelligence. I don't need it to talk to me. I really don't even need to control it from my phone. I just need it to be cooler in my goddamn apartment.
Right.
So the guy comes by, and he's like, so what do you got it set at? And we're like, mid to low 70s. He goes, okay, and like, what's happening? We're like, well, it's not going below 80. And he goes, all right, well, like a lot of people with their Nests, like it's the settings, and sometimes it thinks that people aren't home when they actually are home. So it. Are
you like, sir? I'm a millennial.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I work from home. Like, I check it all the time. Like, I don't know if it's like the Nest itself is broken or what's going on. I'm like, have people been having issues with their air conditioners? And he was like, nah, in the 2 years this apartment's been open, man, it's been like primarily issues with the Nest. Like, I haven't had a blown AC compressor or like anything wrong with the physical AC unit itself, but I'll go up to the roof and I'll check it out for you, man. I was like, all right, cool, thank you. So the guy goes up. 15 minutes later, he comes back down. He goes, congratulations, you have the first blown AC compressor in the entire building. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, so like, what's gonna happen? He goes, well, I gotta replace it. I'm like, okay. He goes, I'm gonna try to do it today, but I'm the only person here, so I might not be able to get it done. But I can definitely go get one today because it's under warranty. So at the very least, I'll have a new compressor for you. But I might have to give you a portable AC unit. I was just like, I'm like, all right, well, you're giving us a solution temporarily, fine, whatever. So I was like, yep, I'm gonna go get to work on it. Like 4 hours later, he comes back down and he's like, it's too hot up there, man. He goes, and it's only me and I can't finish it. And I'm like, okay. So he goes,
did you offer to hold a flashlight for him or some shit?
No. So he was like, I was working. So he goes, I'll go get the portable AC unit for you, and I'll be right back. I was like, okay, cool. Guy shows up with the furniture cart, this gigantic fucking box and of course we have tall windows,
right?
And they open in their sliding windows that go left to right, not up and down.
Oh,
so he's got and it's these giant fucking tubes that are like that big around. It was probably about 6.5 inches for those potentially listening later on. And like this piece of wood that's maybe 4 feet tall. And he's like, I gotta go put this in your bedroom window. And I'm like, okay. That's gotta go. Oh yeah, that's gotta go in the window. You know what's sitting in front of our window? Our bed.
Oh.
So, dude comes in, puts it in the window, hooks up the box, and it's got the plastic tubing running from the window down to the bed, off the side, into the air conditioner. And he was like, all right, so yeah, man, this thing will cool 1,000 square foot room, so you should have no problem getting it nice and cold. And I'm like, yeah, I'm more worried about where I'm gonna sleep specifically, because that's my side of the bed. So, thankfully, we have a bigger bed. So, thankfully, I didn't have to cuddle the fucking AC tubes that much. But we were luckily able to get it, all switched out the next day.
Oh, okay.
So, we have air conditioning. But yeah, that was
That's
just...
all scary. This is all scary.
I guess it is in the theme of scariness, but, I think I might be cursed.
Oh, that's scary as fuck.
Good. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
What's real? Being cursed?
Yeah.
What was... Yes.
That's the Italians.
Wait, what?
That's the Italians.
Why are you asking the Italians?
For the curses thing.
I don't... What are you, Ronnie James Dio?
No. Christy, you're Italian.
I'm Italian too. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're talking about.
Smarten them up.
So...
Graham's not an Italian name.
No, Graham is Scott. That doesn't mean I'm not Italian.
Sure it does.
No. My grandfather was Italian. His father...
Which grandfather?
On my mom's side.
Oh, well. Okay. How would I know that?
I don't know. Maybe ask me every now and then,
I got time.
Maybe this is why you don't have a friendship bracelet. So Halloween plans, because now we are in the 31 days of Halloween.
Yeah.
This is probably one of my favorite times of year.
Of course, yeah.
It's going to be weird, I will say. It'll be weird not seeing the falls, or not seeing the falls changing, not seeing the leaves falling and changing.
Right.
However, I will absolutely switch that out for 90-degree weather on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
But now that it's October, what are your plans leading into Halloween?
I mean, leading into Halloween, we've got...
I just got splashed in the eye. I'm fucking cursed. I swear to God. I'm goddamn cursed.
We're going to probably do our usual stuff. I mean, we got a big trip coming up in November, so we're not going to be going crazy or anything like that. We were thinking of maybe going out to one of the haunted attractions.
Ooh, kind of like this one?
A little less haunted.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Makes sense. It's good.
Yep. So, apparently, though, the Fright Nights at the fair are not at the fair
Oh.
anymore.
Okay.
Apparently, they went and got themselves like a giant warehouse.
Oh yeah.
And like are setting up in there. But of
Oh.
course, with that becomes a giant price increase as
Yeah.
well. So
I never did Fright Nights at the fair.
I did it one time.
You did it once?
One time.
How was it?
Yeah, it was when me and the wife very, very first started dating.
Yeah.
We went to Fright Nights, and it was like, it was better. It was actually better than I expected, because
Okay,
I expected like a fucking bullshit carnival ride at like
Okay.
the fair that you would see. But
Right.
like no, like they were actually like effects and
Well, it's not like the fair people putting it on. Like it's an
Right,
actual
right.
like from what I understand, it's kind of like a traveling like entertainment group or something like that.
maybe I'm
Yeah.
not really even sure about that, but like yeah, it was actually pretty decent. I'm like, oh well, my daughter's like 8. Maybe it's time to scare the shit out of her. I don't know. And like,
I mean, she scared the shit out of you, so
turnabout's fair play.
yeah, absolutely.
So I was like, oh, maybe she can handle the haunted houses. I'm like, well, maybe she can't. And I talked to her a little bit about it, and she was just like, oh, I want to go, of course. And I'm like, you'll want to go until you see something that scares you, and then
you're not gonna want to leave the parking lot.
Right, exactly. So I'm like, yeah, maybe we'll pass.
I was
this
told
year.
when I was little, I was told that's how I would be.
That is true.
So naturally, that's how I was. Fear,
Right on.
what my fears were handed to me, not just found organically, not learned. Just you're afraid of this. I'm like, oh God, okay.
I mean, that's what they do in Korea.
I don't even want to know what the fuck you mean by that.
The north side.
Okay.
But anyway, so Halloween, we don't really have too many plans because we're trying to still get ready for a trip. We're still trying to get rid of stuff. So like we'll probably do the typical like bare minimum Halloween decorations. One thing that we do every year though,
Yeah.
is we go out to a pumpkin patch and hand pick the pumpkins. You gonna do that?
I don't know if we have that kind of thing.
No apple picking?
I don't know, man. Like, listen.
What is the Texas state fruit?
That's a damn good question. Christy, can you please look up the Texas state fruit?
I think it's steaks.
You know what? It's probably steaks. We'll say it's steaks. The Texas.
Either that, they're just like, we don't want no fruits in Texas.
It's hey, you know what? It's very where we are. It's very welcoming. Okay. But in terms of apple picking, I mean, like we get a box of produce that gets delivered every Thursday. So like we pick apples from that. There's
A box of produce.
there's a list that you go through, and it's like, here's a bunch of produce you can get this week, and it's like apples. I want those. And then it just arrives at your doorstep.
The grapefruit. I never
That's-
would have guessed that.
I would not have guessed that.
Nope, not in a million years.
Also, the vegetable is onions.
I like me some onions.
Okay.
Like
alright.
me some onions.
I don't like cutting onions,
Well, no.
but nice.
But like
Some nice
you
sauteed
saute-
onions.
you saute some of them
saute
bitches,
those onions.
you throw that in an
yeah,
omelet.
you do. Yeah, you do.
Bro?
You goddamn right you do,
Bro?
bruh.
Bro?
Don't even get me started.
Man, one omelet.
Oh man, I could go for an omelet right now too. But anyways, yeah, like I don't know. We haven't really looked into doing like the apple picking or the pumpkin stuff.
Are you into the pumpkin stuff?
Oh, wait, wait, what?
Yeah, pumpkin stuff.
You got some of that pumpkin stuff? Okay, we'll talk later. But yeah, like the typical Northeast fall type adventures.
Right.
Like we haven't looked into any of that stuff yet, just because there's so much to do, and like there's still a lot of shit that we haven't done yet.
I mean, for you, it's like left the apartment. You still haven't done that, so
I still have not left the apartment in the month and a half that I've been here. Just because it's so convenient. I get my food delivered. I have a gym here, so I can just I just never have to leave. It's great.
sounds like paradise to me.
It's oh dude, so paradise. It's great.
You look dead inside.
No. It's good. It's good. I like it. So I don't really know what we're gonna do in terms of fall stuff. We haven't really even figured out what to do about Halloween yet.
Oh, because you're an apartment complex,
We're an
right?
apartment complex, and one thing I will say is I'm kind of hoping that they do like the door-to-door in the apartment trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like one of those like, oh, like it's a safe trick-or-treat event, something like that for the kids. Because when we were living in our last apartment, because we lived in between two main roads,
yes,
there were no kids that were coming by.
Right.
And then, we tried doing it the first year. And I think that was the first time we realized we hated our downstairs neighbors. And we had like 2 groups of kids come by. Like I spent like $40 on candy. And then I just like was like, whatever. And I just left it out. And then it was bone dry when I came out
of course,
that night. Because, that one kid came by and was just like, dump the whole thing.
Yep.
So
and he's got diabetes now.
And he's now got diabetes. Or she does. Because,
to be fair.
To be fair.
Them. They.
Whoever came by.
Who are you?
Actually, probably could have been a squirrel, too. Like, there was this weird thing that always used to happen at the old apartment where I would always find pizza crust in our mailbox.
That was just Steve. He was just a dick.
It could have been fucking Steve, but, like, this was a regular occurrence. Like, because at first I was like, oh, it's a squirrel, like, hiding its food.
Right.
But then I was like, this happens an unusual amount of times. Like, once or twice you can maybe be like, okay.
Squirrel.
You guys should have come to our house. We get a ton of kids. Yeah, we never really thought that
to
far
go where the
ahead.
kids are.
Go where the kids are. Yeah. But then the other thing is, so we were hoping for, that they would do like some kind of like within the apartment complex trick or treat event. And for a while I was like, well, I don't know, because like I don't really know like for as long as we've been here, I can count on both hands how many neighbors I've seen.
Oh, really?
And it was funny because when we had that fire alarm the other night, like everybody had to evacuate, I was just like, holy shit. Like, who the fuck are all these people? Christy was like, well, there are like 900 units in the complex. And I'm like, are they occupied? Like who? Like, I've never seen any of the, like, there were so many people with pets. And, that was the other thing, too. So we have 2 cats.
Right.
The fire alarm went off. We just left.
Yeah.
Nice. We never took the cats, and then we were waiting outside. And Christy goes, should we have gotten them? And I was like, they'll be fine.
No, that's why firemen are called heroes.
Very good, yeah, good.
No one trick-or-treats in apartments, apparently.
But, I mean, if there's, like, kids, right, maybe? I mean, the kids got to trick-or-treat. And, like, where we live, like, there's nowhere else to go trick-or-treating.
I mean, you might get, like, if you've got kids on your floor, you
That's
might
the thing, I don't know. I have no idea who lives here.
You should just leave a pole out, like tape it to your door, like check yes, check no.
Do you have children?
Will your children be trick or treating this Halloween?
I feel like somebody might call the management office on us at that point. Just like, these people just have a pole outside of their apartment.
They want to know if kids are coming by.
They want to know if we have kids and if they'll be coming by. Then, like, no date was given. Nope, parents will take them to a nice area. I mean, we live in a nice area, jeez. But yeah, we probably, that's a good point, I guess.
Well, you've got one of those community rooms, right?
There is like a communal area, yeah.
Maybe they'll set something up there.
They might, yeah. What I have found though is, so they've done like a handful, give or take, of like a special socials, like events. Like there was an ice cream social, and then there was like a pancake breakfast that they were doing, and like But when you go to them, you're like, oh no, wait, this one's sponsored by AT&T, and there's an AT&T rep there.
Ah.
So it's like I don't know if I want.
catch.
So I was like, I don't know if I want those pancakes because those are like AT&T pancakes. And
Right.
It's like, and then it's like if I eat one, I feel like I got to talk to you, and like I don't want to talk to you because we already got AT&T.
Do you know what the move is?
What's the move?
Headphones.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Headphones
okay.
is the move.
Headphones is the move.
Is the move. You go down there with headphones, you score some pancakes, you give the guy a nod, and then you move on.
Okay, all right.
And like, he doesn't want to be there either. So like,
No, I feel like they don't. Because, like, I went down for the pancake thing. There was, like, a handful of people. I don't think any of them wanted to be there.
no, nobody
Yeah.
wanted to be there. But
Nobody
everybody
wanted to be there.
pancake.
Yeah.
I go for some pancakes.
I didn't get any
Damn.
pancakes. I just got coffee.
Oh,
Yeah. But we don't know what's going to happen. Wait, we pay AT&T monthly. We earn those pancakes. It would have been fine.
I mean that's that's not.
Also fair. That is also a fair point.
Maybe it's like a rewards program. You know, like
I don't think so. I don't think it was one of those gimmicks. But yeah, so we don't know what's gonna happen with like trick or treaters. So like, I'm not gonna go out spending any money on candy right away. We still need to like put together costumes. And it's like I don't know what the fuck to go as this year. So like, I'm having a crisis.
you should go as a New Yorker
But why?
because it's easy.
I mean, that's dumb.
Well, do you plan on like going out to a party? Do you plan?
Well, that's the other
on,
thing too.
like-
Is like we don't really know anybody yet. So it's like we could just go to the bar, or go to a bar. We go.
which is
find
what you
a
guys
bar.
always say all the time that you don't want to do.
Like, what, go to bars? Yeah, but this
Yeah,
is
you're always-
different because like.
Is it?
Well, I also.
Is it?
Yes. Okay. It's different. All right. It's different. Shut up. But I also feel like with it being Austin, like there's more of a likelihood that there's going to be like special events at places.
Very true.
So-
very true. Like we got like the fucking Landmark Theater maybe, and that's it
Didn't they?
as far as like events around Halloween.
What does Landmark do? Like
They do like they do like the ghost tours,
because there's that haunted lady.
and then they do the zombie ball thing.
They do the zombie ball. That's right.
Yeah, and that's it.
What else is there to do?
There's the haunted houses. There's that, and then there's like house parties, I guess. Maybe.
I don't even think we did anything last year for Halloween. Christy, did we do anything last year for Halloween?
What's the math on Halloween?
Christy, what's the math? The math on Halloween. You want to make bar friends? We could make bar friends.
No, you don't.
Why not?
You're just setting yourself up.
It could be different. It could be different in Austin. You don't know that. I mean,
true.
you make bar friends in Syracuse. It's kind of it could go
Yeah,
either way.
somebody's got a problem.
Somebody's got a problem. You may make bar friends in Austin. You never know.
We didn't do anything, and we were both depressed last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were both because it was like the first year that like I never like. Here's what happened. I remember this. Because we had our like potluck at work. And everybody was grilling me like, "You gonna dress up? You gonna dress up?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't think I want to."
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, and I was just like, "No, I don't. You know what? I don't want to dress up. I'm just, And it's like, I don't know. The night before Halloween, because I think Halloween was on like what, like a Tuesday,
Something
or
like
something
that.
like
Yeah.
that. I go out to Walmart. I spend money on like a bunch of shit to put together a costume. And I'm like, I got it. Like I'm doing crafts the night before. I've got like spray paint, and I'm like putting shit together.
The last minute throw together.
The last minute throw together. I wake up that morning and I'm like, you know what? I'm in such a bad mood that like if I have to have an outburst, I'm gonna be that fucking asshole dressed in like face paint and a wig.
Yes.
Just like looking like a motherfucker, and I just didn't want to do that, so I just went into work and then like just never thought anything of it. Don't make bar friends. It never ends well.
It's true.
But like okay,
Never.
Like, what about coffee shop friends?
Different.
Different? Because there's a really neat coffee shop right by us.
That's called networking, sir.
In what way?
What do you mean? In what way?
Like networking?
You're at a coffee bar.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily a coffee bar.
Coffee shop.
Coffee shop, yeah.
Yeah, that's where networking is done.
It's like, so you go to network kind of like in a friend circle.
Don't worry, I'm working on making some friends. If that's not the saddest thing.
Oh my god. I mean, no,
that's like a goddamn GLaDOS saying or something.
No, because Christy went to a focus group yesterday. She was telling me all about it. It was for a podcast for people who like murder.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, because there's like those podcasts out there that are like all about murder. She made 2 friends.
So, that's awesome.
Boom. It was a murder podcast, and it was all they got people who are like really into murder. And like, what's your, what do you like about murder and stuff? And
what do you think you can get away with?
What do you think you get away with? Apparently, there is
how do you wash out blood?
How do you wash out blood? Apparently, there is a walking tour in Austin for America's first serial killer.
Oh,
because they were in Austin and they murdered.
That's a hoot.
And they murdered 8 people. Which I'm like, single digits. Could be fun. It's not. She says that's not what it was like at all. And then, yay, murder friends. But yeah, I actually just forgot about the whole serial killer walk until now. So we might, that might be something to go check out. Plus, it's like a historical walk of Austin.
Yeah, sure.
Like, this is
history.
This is where this person was murdered.
I mean, you're currently at where our democracy got murdered. So,
yeah.
You're doing great.
It's, there's probably some murdering going on in there right now. You don't know. It's weird because I can't hear, for like the amount of people who are actually inside there, I can't hear a thing.
Well, nobody wants to step on anybody's toes.
It makes you wonder what's really going on in there. I should go investigate. I mean, I made it this far. I made it all the way out to the lawn.
Mm-hmm. I bet it's aliens.
Might have been aliens. Wait. Christy says it was fucking 1885.
1885?
That's when the murders took place.
Great Scott.
1885? Oh my god. Wait, is that... Wait a minute. Is that when he goes back?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Christy, is this a Back to the Future tour? Oh my god, I really hope this is DeLorean. I'm all about this now. 100%.
He's in.
I'm in.
He's in.
I'm in. Maybe I'll dress up like Doc Brown. Oh my god.
Oh, there you go.
I should dress up like Cowboy Doc Brown. And we're going to go, Christy, I'll be Doc Brown. You can be that lady, or you can be Marty if you want. That's cool too.
She could be the son that points to his dick.
It was either Jules or Vern.
Yeah.
No, that's totally gross. I mean, the kid pointed to his dick. Let's be real. I mean, the kid probably had to pee.
No, I think he was mimicking the director. Is what I think happened. Because the camera was coming in, he was doing this, he was doing this motion, and then he would do this. And I think the director was saying zoom in.
Oh my god! See, this is why
I think he was mimicking the director.
Okay,
but anyway,
that's a good theory. I'm not being Marty to your Doc Brown.
That's some fan fiction right there.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna now. Just gonna leave it at that.
Perfect.
Okay, we are running out of time.
It's gonna be Clara.
Wait, oh, that's her name.
Yeah, Clara.
Clara. Yeah, or Elizabeth Shue.
Who?
She was the replacement for the first person.
Huh?
Because you know how in the second movie. How did we get here?
Where are you?
I'm at the White House. Where are you?
I'm in a barn.
Oh, let's just wrap this shit up.
All right. But so anyway, make sure. I mean, we're just starting the spooky season. Make sure you get out. You get spooked. You go out there and you support your local businesses that are doing all the spooking. And then you go out there and you make sure that you stock up on the candy. Do not put any fucking razor blades in the goddamn apples for the kids. It's wrong.
Absolutely.
Do it. Dental insurance doesn't even work.
Doesn't even work.
Don't make it harder.
I mean, I gotta get some teeth pulled, but.
Do you?
I still got my wisdom teeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like they're all impacted.
Yeah, so is the wife's.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about just like digging them out myself.
You got a spoon?
I got a spoon. I got some pliers. I got some like needle nose pliers. I think I got a good hook on one that I can just kind of pop it out because like really at the end of the day, what does a dentist know that I don't? I mean,
I pull my teeth all the time.
Yeah, it's my mouth.
All right.
I've lived with it for 30 years. I know what's in there.
All right.
I
know what I put in there.
Yeah, I know what I put in there. You know.
I ain't spinach.
You ate spinach?
No, that ain't spinach, is what I said.
Oh, what are you putting in there then?
Oh, no, for another time. All right. Well. It'll be a spooky mystery as we leave this.
Well, we shall leave it at that then.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So please check us out on social media at Brain Wreck Show on all platforms.
All platforms. That's like Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube.
Please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell.
Whatever you're
so
watching.
You'll know when we go live.
Follow us. TikTok. We're gonna make it big there.
We got plans.
We got big things planned for TikTok.
Yes.
Your
don't
Paris,
stop.
you do not stop once you're on the TikTok. So follow us. Give us some feedback. We like talking. We need stuff to talk about.
You don't say.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see if I can quick bite to kind of get like some food to go.
You can get one of those taco salad bowls, because
you know how much he loves
Mexicans.
You know the. Anyways,
I've been Jason Ash.
I'm Kevin Graham,
and this has been Brain Wreck.